Hi guys. Okay, so here I am doing a Legacy Swiss draft. Um, I like to run these as five color control as much as possible. Um, and just to give you like kind of my strategy with it. Surprised to see counterspell. I never see counterspell. I usually just pick up lands. I usually value the double land type lands first, and then the temples, pain lands last. Um, Everything is a first pick, obviously, so usually, like, except for some of these turds, usually these will come around, or you'll get something out of these packs. So I'm going to pick up the Savannah here. Green is a good color to be in for 5 color. You see the Utopia Sprawl here. There's also Fertile Ground, some other enchantment ramp like that. I'm just going to take the temple here. Drawn Catacomb's good too. The Scry is really useful though when you are 5 color. And some things I wouldn't mind like to get back here, probably the Ratchet Bomb. Search for Tomorrow is a good one, or End Viper. Oust I wouldn't mind either. So there's like a good number of things. If I got the Drawn Catacomb back, I'd also be really happy. So we'll take the Temple of Triumph. Dark Depths, obviously that works with Thespian Sage. There's a Gideon here that's really great for 5 color. Sylvan Caryatid and a Temple of Epiphany. I might take the Caryatid just because it is so great for 5 color. Seeing one of these two, even that, or Compulsive Research, or Deluge come back, it's going to be great. Gosh, I'm really having a hard time here. Blue is going to be really important to get into now, so I might just take the Temple. Okay, so this is our first pack without any mana in it. And now we are going to have to make a choice. Anger of the Gods, obviously really great. And then, oops. Okay, Anger of the Gods is really great. Exalted Angel is really good too. I usually like to stick to either 1 mana or, I'm sorry if you can hear that pounding. They're doing like construction work outside my house. Duplicant's good just because of what it can do. Unfortunately, if you play against anyone that's playing a weenie deck, this card is an absolute piece of shit. I guess it is a May, so you can always play it as a 6 mana 2/4 in any color. Still not that great. I'm going to take Anger, and that's a better option against a weenie deck. I've already got 2 red sources. There's another Temple. There's a Terminus here. And a Prophetic Bolt. So this is 1, 2, 3, and then 8. So there's 11 picks. I'm going to get something back out of this. Hopefully it won't be... We'll see what's open, I guess. I'm going to take the Temple, though. Okay. Lingering Soul's really good for 5 color. Day of Judgment, Abrupt Decay, even Brimstone Volley. Phyrexian Metamorph, also cool. And Cloud Goat Ranger is really good too. So here, and sticking with the theme, I think I'd rather have the Abrupt Decay. It's kind of tough to decide. Day of Judgment's really good. I already have a Wog. Could be more in Jund and splash into others. Evencer's kind of a trap. If you're already set up to get it, like if I had the Obstinate Baloth already or some other stuff, like unfortunately a lot of the stuff in this pack in particular is worth getting if you have Evencer already. His plus is good if you're there, but you need a lot of planeswalkers already to kind of get that use out of him. And honestly, the King Brago is a better option. I'm gonna pick the Deathrite Shaman or the Magma Jet. Magma Jet is good. I just think I've had a lot of luck with Deathrite. If I pick up any fetches, I'm solid there. Perforos, not good for us. Banefire is good. Shadow Mage Infiltrator is good for us. And Journey is good for us. I'm actually really low on land here, which is a surprise. Usually I'm able to get about 7 or 8 lands out of the first pack. And because everything is first pickable, you know, you're never really at a loss when you get to these other packs. Shadow Mage might just be the best option. Fear is going to be decent. Okay, so we did get the Temple back. Gore-Clan Rampager, actually a really strong card in 5 color, just because it's a 4/4 body for 4. Alright, so here, I mean, Kokusho is really cool. I've never played it, though, in Legacy Cube. Ratchet Bomb is useful. Oust already is okay, too. We are kind of a low... You know, I think Oust is actually better. I can pick up more with Ratchet Bomb later, or like... Ratchet Bomb could be good, but I have Abrupt Decay to take out Ratchet Bomb. I'm not really worried about Ratchet Bomb since it would take 5 turns for them to get to probably most of my real threats. Here, don't really like the Vial. Honestly, Beetleback Chief is really strong, in my opinion, for a 5-color control deck. But none of these are really calling to me. I'd happily take that, though, I guess, as the best. I'm going to do the Archangel here. Mother of Runes is okay, but this you can at least play as a Grey Ogre. I'm going to just move that. This one would be good if I had the Venser. None of these are great. I'll take the Seal. Kranko's Command, meh. But at least some removal is decent. The thing about Seal is it doesn't really work with Deathrite Shaman, which is kind of the interaction you want. You want everything to couple as a Deathrite Shaman target, which is why I want fetches. I have almost every temple. every enemy color temple, at least. I'll take the Brimstone Volley. So it looks like I am going to be kind of in red as one of my primary colors. Green looks to be really shallow here, so I maybe want to focus on black, white, red. Splash blue, splash green. Yeah, they're really saying that red is open. I'd hate to go into red. I'd hate to go into mono red, at least. So I'm going to just keep sticking to this. This is a Swiss draft, so we're going to just see how this all plays out. Usually would have a few more Planeswalkers now, too. But, you know, sometimes things work out and sometimes they don't. So when I do 5-color control, usually Planeswalkers are my, like, bread and butter. Now, Freyalize is really strong, but nobody takes her. So I'm going to hope that this comes back around. Lotus also really good for this style of deck. I had a lot of good luck with Revelark, but that's actually better if you have the Venser. Maelstrom Pulse is strong, Tropical Island, and Taiga are choices here, though. I probably need the red more. The red is pretty open, though, so I'm going to take the Tropical Island and hope that that red one comes back. So, here we have our first, like, kind of real debatable choice here. I don't want Temple of Mystery, though. I need the Verdant Catacombs, which can search up 2 of my lands right now. And hopefully I'll be able to get that Taiga, which would let me search up another land with that. And then any black sources, and this is why I always try and choose the duels or pain land or shock lands over anything else. So the last few drafts I've done, I've actually had really good luck getting a really strong mana base, but this one I am feeling a little more apprehensive about. Rebound Crag, Bloodstained Mire. Can't search up anything off of that right now. But it is still kind of a stronger one. Gosh. I just kind of feel like the Rootbound Crag is actually the right choice, though, still. The Rootbound might come back. The Bloodstained won't. Fetches always go as one of the first lands to get, so I'm hoping I get that Freyalize out of that other pack, but I suppose if the Taiga's still there, I have to take that. Okay, Llanowar Waste, not really going to bother with that. We have a Dreadbore here, which is probably my choice. Nightveil Spectre is very, very strong in this style of deck. So I'm actually going to do the Nightveil Spectre. I've just been incredibly impressed with Nightveil Spectre in 5-color control. And for good reason. I guess the other reason to go for shocks over, or I mean fetches over, like Buddy Lands is the Deathrite Shaman, so I should be keeping that in mind too. I do want to get rid of this, if possible. Maybe I do need to bring that in. I only have 2 red sources right now, so I really do need to focus on that now. Anger's great, but I need to have the right thing with it. And honestly, it's not going to be great with Deathrite, so... or any of my other creatures for that matter, except for Exalted. They really should have picked up a day. Ah! So Mana Confluence. I kind of think Nicobolus comes back out of this pack. People might take it. He's so strong. And nobody's going to let a Mana Confluence go, so I'm going to take that. If I get anything out of that pack back, I hope it's the Nicobolus. I'd accept the Doomblade too. I guess I should have went over that pack a little more. There was a Hammer of Perforos, which I never like in this style of deck. And there was a, I think it was a Remove Soul. That would have been good too. But I need to be, if I get a Reflecting Pool now, I'm going to be golden. Ralzeric has proven to be pretty strong in this style of deck too. Faith's Fetter is really good as well. And Lightning Helix, obviously all of those are great. I want the Ralzeric though. It comes in with 2 Lightning Bolts attached to him. And then the ability to generate more mana off of other things. He can be really, really quite good. I'm already into red, so it's not really that much of a stretch to play Ralzeric. The Ralzeric Johnny Goldmane combo is pretty strong too. Okay, so now a choice between black and red. I've got the Nightveil, I've got Shadow Mage, and I've got Deathrite and Abrupt Decay. So, or black and green is what I meant to say. I want the black. Alright, Roast proves to be pretty good. Ultimate Price might be better. Overall, I think I want the Ultimate Price. So now I've got 10 lands. I'm sitting pretty good. We got 1 pack left. I'll probably focus more on filling out the deck at this point. And again, this is how I play Legacy Cube. It's just fun. It's not like whatever, you know, not important. This is a fun format. Remove Soul, strong, Taiga, good. I already have Bloodstained Mire, which this would be the first land I could search up with that, so I'm probably going to end up having to take that. Dramaka's Charm, not good. I don't like it. I don't know why it's made it in here. Yeah, I don't even like it. I don't get it. You think Arena's good, but it's not. You should be able to pick up different things. Rebound here. Unexpectedly Absent, always a great card, but in this situation I don't want it. Yay, I got a Dreadbore. Okay. Delver? I don't know. I mean, that's kind of a... that's tough. I think the Delver is more of a pain in the ass. Hey, I can't believe that got back. And this card, no good for us. Unless that was a zombie. Nothing's a zombie. Okay, so yeah, I know, 4 creatures. It's scary. I only have 1 Planeswalker, so right now I've got just a ton of removal. I'm going to move my Seal to the sideboard. I don't find that to be a very great or important card. Is that a Johnny? Chandra always comes back. She's amazing too in this format. People just don't get it. The Supreme Verdict is good. I'm going to take the Ajani though. I need that. So now, like these 2 in tandem, it's tap a permanent, then it doesn't untap, and then you get to untap one of yours, or 6 damage through the 2 of them. And this just becomes a really bonkers combo over time. It's frustrating to play against, I think. I don't need this Chandra. I actually don't really care for her too much. I already have the Night Veil. I have enough if I've got everything out to get Thassa online. So I probably will take Thassa. Just focus fire a little bit more on green or on blue. If that Farseek comes around, I'll be happy for that. I do have a lot of removal already. So right now, I'm not really looking for more removal. I'm looking for more threats. The Deathrite, I do need to find a couple more lands to support that. So there's a scrub land. Can search that off of both of these. Would get me white for several of my cards. It's also Lightning Strike and Wall of Blossoms. These are the 2 other cards I would want out of this pack. Into the Royal, also good, and Malicious Affliction, but they're not really for us. So I'll take the scrub land. Okay, we got Terminate, which is amazing. Huntmaster, really, really good. Vindicate, also really good. And then a Sulphur Falls. I'm kind of going to avoid the Sulphur Falls, and I need more threats, as I said earlier, so I'll take the Huntmaster. He's quite effective, and especially if you're Planeswalker controlled, then you can just sit back kind of and play it out. Baleful Strix is really strong in this style of deck, so I'm going to take that. There's also Slaughter Pact and Flame Slash that might come back. Usually it's Erebos, though. Nobody takes him. And I don't want it either, so... I mean, although Erebos in this deck, I could actually get online, in theory. What I would really like, though, is... I'm not really heavy into green. I really am red, you know? So, I don't really want Master of the Wild Hunt. And I've got, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 sources of green. I don't even need to play a forest at this point. Nice Blood Crypt. Incinerate. As I said, I needed more threats. So I could go Precursor Golem. That Ajani I don't want. Trigon Predator or Golem. I'm heavy on 3 already. That is a blue creature though, so it works for Thassa. It also has a positive effect. I didn't get that Frail Eyes back, so that puts me more into green-blue. Precursor leaves me open. Blood Crypt would shore up some numbers on something else. This one I'm going to take the Blood Crypt. Okay. See, this one I don't want, even though I want it. I just can't justify that one. I have all the red removal I want, but I don't know that I actually need any of it. This isn't a... I'll take the Siege Gang Commander because of what that can double as. So I don't have a ton of Planeswalkers, which is kind of sad. Usually this deck can go that way. That's sad. I got 2 cards I really want. Storm Breath also really good. I'm going to take the Storm Breath. I actually think my mana is going to be alright. I knew it. Can't believe all of those other things came back with it. Sarkhan too. Chandra, in my opinion, is better than Sarkhan, and I know that he can become a finisher really quickly, but our deck isn't going to need a finisher, and his ultimate is worthless for us. So Chandra actually works better because she can take out multiple creatures over multiple turns. Just shocking, or lightning bolt and then a shock. She's actually really strong, and nobody ever takes her. I don't understand it. So we are a really heavy red deck. I'd say blue and black are kind of so we're like a Grixis control with white and green splash to put it into context. I still don't want that Phoenix in my deck. I still don't like that Chandra either. Eternal Dragon, we have Savannah and Scrubland to search up, but just those two, not really what I want. I think it's fine though. It can double as removal. So I still need 2 more picks to make this happen. I might put Seal of Fire back in. It's cool that it just sits out there and waits. And Beetleback Chief also might go in. Actually, because this produces goblins, I got that. I think I will do Beetleback Chief. So right now, I am a really heavy red deck. 1, 2, 3, 4. Can search up that. 6, 7, 8. I got tons of red sources. I'm good. I got Lightning Strike back. I might actually take the Blood Braid though. Yeah, I will. Terminate came back, so I want that. Yeah. Blood Braid is actually really good for our deck. We get a lot of options off of it. Playing Blood Braid into Anger would be nice. Do I have enough blue sources? Right now I've only got a total of 3 blue sources. And I only really need it for 3 cards, or 4. I can do black on that. Okay, well I got the Slaughter Pact, which is fine. I don't want either of these cards. I'll take that though. No, whatever. I'm not gonna play that. Slaughter Pact, also not gonna play. So I need to cut 2 more cards, no creatures, so I've got to cut spells. I think I'm gonna cut Anger of the Gods. And I know I just talked about how it can be good, and I don't need the seal then. Okay, so here's my deck, and we'll just see what they say. Surprised it's not asking for more mountains here. They're only giving me 2 lands for some reason. Could just do a basic plains. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm gonna do an island because I will need to just draw that randomly sometimes. That's my deck. Alright, we'll see you in the first round then.